I mean, what does one say about what's happening in Punjab and about this man who's nothing but a fraud, using religion as a shield to mislead not just the Sikhs but also betray Bharat?
Good evening, Pranesh, and good evening to my fellow panelists. Look, I will comment on what is happening in Punjab in a minute. But first, let me wholeheartedly condemn what transpired in London. The desecration, Pranesh, of our flag atop of our embassy in the heart of London by Khalistani vandals and hoodlums is totally unacceptable. And the British Prime Minister should make sure heads roll for this. In fact, I was going to say that the Indian Prime Minister should make sure that the British Prime Minister makes sure heads roll for this, but then I remembered that it was the Indian Prime Minister who did nothing when vandals desecrated our flag at Red Fort on Republic Day a couple of years ago. So I'm afraid I'm not very hopeful for any action. This is the third such attack on the Indian embassy in the UK in as many years. Where is the security? Summoning some lowly ranked UK official and condemning this attack is not enough. I'm sorry. Sunak should be asked to explain this mishap. Because has the same happened to the UK embassy here in Delhi, Modi would have been asked to explain it. Now to the issue that you raised. It is going to be 2 days, Pranesh, and Amrit Pal Singh still hasn't been nabbed. What is happening in Punjab? It is scary. I am a child of the 80s, Pranesh, and I remember how for all practical purposes, honestly, we thought then that we had lost Punjab forever. Until Mr. KPS Gill came along. Sadly, we don't have any KPS Gills anymore. There is no doubt that the Punjab state government is proving itself to be wholly inept at handling the law and order in the border state. If it isn't the daily drone attacks, the drug mafia murders, the blasphemy killings, it is the police stations being run over by Khalistani separatists and anarchists to get alleged kidnappers released, and now not able to nab a Khalistani for 2 days. The situation is exacerbated by the, frankly, lackadaisical coordination between the state and central forces. To top it all, the ISI is working tirelessly to create a compact between the Kashmiri and the Sikh diaspora. Finally, just 20 seconds. One must not shirk away from blaming the center in all this developing mess as well, Pranesh, because let us not forget how anarchists and middlemen and Khalistani separatists and supporters were mollycoddled by the center. Their every illegality went unpunished. Modi and Shah weren't able to stop the mob carrying swords and other weapons from driving to the heart of the capital of India and hoisting a flag illegally at Red Fort, a symbol of our democratic independent identity. The inevitable vacuum that is created when justice and rule of law whooshes away got filled by anarchy and bloodshed. Worse, many of the cases against the rioters were then withdrawn. Worse still, the Supreme Court stayed a silent spectator in all this mayhem. Just 10 seconds. How can we claim to be a great power, Pranesh, when a mob removes our flag at home and abroad and we stay silent?